So I'm crafting up a bunch of swords real quick because we're gonna try something. I'm collecting wither stars, and I don't know if the mob masher stuff will kill them or not. So what we're doing is we're making a bunch of these sharpness upgrades to start with. I don't remember what the max on that is, but if we do upgrade, we might have some still in the network from before. We do not. Alright, so what does it say? Max of 10, so we need more iron swords. And I'm gonna make basically 10 of these, and then I'm gonna do 10 of the beheading too, because I don't know what beheading does with a wither, if anything. It might not, but we're gonna do it anyways, and probably the luck upgrades too is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna make a bunch of those and then I'll be back. Alright, so I'm gonna put a mob masher on the back wall. We've got 10 luck, 10 sharpness, 10 smite, because I'm not sure if he's considered undead. It kind of seems undead-like. And 10 beheading. I don't know that beheading does anything with that. Like, if anything, it might just give us back wither skeletons, right? Or wither skulls. I don't know. And then we're going to put a switch back here, so I need a switch. Give me, or I'm sorry, a lever. It's a lever or a switch? Yeah, it's a lever. Give me a lever here. I'm gonna put it there, and I'm gonna turn this on. Alright, so he's mob mashing away now. And then I'm gonna see what happens if we get a wither in there, if that'll hit him or not. I'm not sure. But we're gonna find out in a second. Come up here and we go skull, skull, skull. Alright. So he's, we'll see if he's close enough. He should start taking damage. Hopefully. And he runs from the damage. See if we can get him to come up. Hey dude, you want to come up here? You know you do. Are you taking damage from that thing? Yes, he is. And just like that, he's dead. Let's make some room because I want to see what kind of stuff we got off of him with luck 10. We're just gonna move this stuff to the middle here. We got a lot of these. Holy crap. Well, I had some of these, right? But that will automatically kill him, which is good. We probably want a way to force him up. So we probably want to do a fan down here, maybe? Maybe we do a fan at the bottom. Forces him up and towards it. Let's see. We'll do mob masher. And we will put a fan. We need to make the fan. Where is the fan? The fan is here. So mob fan. I wonder if we have one in the network already. Fan. We do not. Alright. But we can make one. So let's go mob fan. Make one of these real fast. Boom. Put that down here. Like right. Can we do it facing down? We can. Perfect. And then we can do probably we want whatever the fan upgrades are. So if we make those real quick. Fan upgrade. Got that. We've got one for width. So that'll catch him on either side. Probably this one wouldn't hurt. The problem with this is if we do that one, then he's gonna, this block will push him up too. But that might be okay. That might be okay. Let's do one of these. Can we do that? Fan upgrade. There we go. You got one of those, and then we want a couple of these to force up top, right? We'll do 3 just in case. Alright, let's put that in there. So if we go bam, 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 and then we go, let's take this one out. This is all testing. We can make it nice after we're done, but for now, this is just for testing purposes. That'll force them up, and see if you come in here, you're forced up too. So then we can build him. Alright. We'll see if that forces him up into the blades the way we want. Actually, let's turn this off for the moment because I'm going to get up here. And we're going to go bam, bam, and bam. And now flip that on. That'll force him up into it, and let's see how quickly he dies. Oh, he's almost dead. Look at that. Almost dead. But maybe the spinner is considered ranged, and right now he can't get hit by ranged, possibly? Let's see if we lead him over this way. If we lure him over here, what happens? Yo, dude. I'm right here. Come get me. Come get me. Come get me, stupid. Okay, so maybe that last bit he can't actually... because he's healing. And he's dead. Okay, so let's try one more thing, too. We're gonna do one more thing. Turn that off. Go here. Let's go make some spikes. Right, we're gonna make some of these iron spikes. And we should be able to put those along the ceiling. What? What am I missing? I'm missing swords, so we need to make a bunch more swords. Fun! Swords are the one thing that don't stack, so you gotta make just a ton of them. This. Alright, and now I think I'm gonna make 3. And then what we can do is we can take this, and we can put these on the ceiling here, and on the ceiling here, and maybe on this. No, we don't want right there. Those two should be good. So if we have spikes on the ceiling there, then he'll take damage if he's up in those corners. So let's build him. Give us a test. Bam, 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 and get the skulls in place. Go 1, 2, 3. There we go. Flip that fan on. See what happens. And dead. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. So now, because that all works, what we can do is we can go in here and we can make a wither builder, I think it's called. It is from Industrial Foregoing. And we can, using this stuff, I think we need a steel casing. We can build this guy. And I've never used one of these, so this should be interesting. Let me set this down real quick. And let me see its working area. Ew, so it builds it above it. So right above it is where it's going to build, it looks like. And I bet if I take that out right there... yeah, that's going to be a problem. Because right there... he needs all of that space there to build. Oh, he needs all of that. He needs a... okay, so he needs a full-on... full 3x3 above him to build the wither. Okay, that said, I'm going to make some adjustments and move this a little bit and rebuild it. So I need to make some more reinforced obsidian, it looks like, and then I can get this set up. So give me a few minutes. I'm gonna have this all moved, get a better placement, and then I'll be back. Okay, so as a quick aside here, we're gonna make a new machine real fast. I didn't mean to do that. And it is called a painting machine, which allows you to paint. I don't know if it allows you to paint all blocks or if it's just the Ender IO blocks, but I think it's just the Ender IO blocks. But the painting machine will let you make any Ender IO block, I think, look like other blocks. And so we need an industrial machine chassis. I have gone through the annoying-ass task of making industrial die blend, or at least making the pieces that you need for it. Because if you look, industrial dye blend is another one of those all organic bullshit. It's a pain in the ass, but we did it. We got all the pieces for it. So now we've got that, which means that now we can make one of these, the simple machine chassis, get the industrial dye blend, and we can throw that on the induction smelter. It's sort of like when we make the soul dye blend for making the soul machine. Same thing, but this is for industrial instead, like industrial machines. And let's speed this guy up real quick. Bam, 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 bam. He done. All right, so now we can take that and we can go bam, 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 and painting machine. This guy here. I think we have everything else in there. We do. So now we have a painting machine. Let's hook that guy up somewhere. Probably right here is as good a spot as any. He needs a capacitor, so any old capacitor I'm sure will work. Let's just pull one out of the network. We'll do a nothing capacitor and see if that actually changes anything. Alright, so nothing. Global level, painter, 402. I don't know if that matters. Alright, now, how does this work? Probably what you want. Let's say we want to do get rid of that real quick. Let's say we want to take this reinforced obsidian, which we do, the stack of 64 reinforced obsidian, and we want that painted, and we want to paint it clear so that it's like glass, so we can see through it but get the strength of that. So let's see what kind of glass we have here that we can use. That's regular quartz glass. Kind of like the tempered glass look, but we would have to make more tempered glass. What does it take to make more tempered glass? Actually, before we do that, let's just verify if it takes 1 for 1. Like, does it eat that to paint that? So if we were to take this and drop that in there, this is immune to light and explosions, but I don't think it's witherproof, and that's, nope, it doesn't. So we just need 1 to know what the template is, and then it will go and it will paint my reinforced obsidian to look like tempered glass, which is cool. That's very, very cool. So now we could probably give him some time in the bottle, make that a little quicker. He's draining off faster, obviously. So we'll let this run for a minute and get us a 64 stack, and then I'll be back. All right, we got our 64 stack, and just for science, I'm curious if you can paint. Nope. Won't work. Okay, so that's what I was wondering, is if you could put a block that wasn't Ender IO in there, but it doesn't look like it. So that's a pretty cool machine, because then you can take all your Ender IO stuff and make them look like whatever you want, hide them in your base or whatever. Alright, so I'll be back. I'm going down to set this up more. And one other quick aside is that we need to make nether essence. So we need a nether seed so that we can get a regular source of soul sand coming in. We've got the wither skulls on lock with our spawner, but we're going to need to make this guy. And so this guy needs some nether clusters, which are just netherrack and soul sand, which I should have plenty of. So we'll go with 4 of those. And then we're going to have to order some of this. So let me order 4 prudentium and 1 tier 2 crafting seed real quick. So if we go prudent, and we go craftable, give me 4 of those. Let that kick, and then give me a tier 2 crafting seed. Let that kick. Start them bad boys off. We can watch. It should be done already, because those are pretty quick. And so now we should be able to make a nether seed. We go U. Click U. We still don't have the... Oh, you know what? We used the prudentium to make the tier 2 crafting seed. If we'd have done it in the other order, it wouldn't have messed up, because it would have made the seed first. So anyways, let's do another 4 of these real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next. And start. Now we should be able to make our nether seed. Bam. Bam. And there's more uses than just soul sand for this seed. Like, you can make netherrack and you can make nether wart with it. But for right now, we're just going to get this guy going to make that. So let me get... I wonder if soul sand is what's required to grow this. Let's take a soul sand just in case. And then let's take a dirt. sometimes you're required to use a special kind of sand, depending on the seed. So if we come here and we put this in here, and we put that in there, will it grow? Is it growing? I can't tell. Are you growing? Yeah, he's growing. What happens if we switch it out for soul sand? Will he still grow? Will he grow faster? I wonder. You doing anything? Can't tell. Let's see if he'll grow. Give him just a minute. I think he stopped growing, so let's put it back to dirt. And then he'll continue, and now he's, of course, making soul sand. Or not soul sand, but nether essence. So while he's doing his thing, let's get another crafter. So we may have one left, we may have to make one. Crafter, please. We do, we have one tier 2. Don't really need a tier 2. Let's just make a tier 1. Quick and easy. Except we're missing the machine frame. Rage against the machine frame. There we go. And bam. Now we got that. Put that into place real quick. Bonk. To receive. This is never active for now. So he starts getting that now. Soul sand. Let's see if we can invent. We can figure it out without having to look. No? What about you? You? No. No. Nothing. I'm not really sure what the recipe is. Let's try that. What about straight down this side? What about straight across this way? Okay. I've been beat. Let's see what this guy's recipes are. Soul sand is... I thought I had that like that, but I guess not. So let's do this real quick. Let's make sure we're on that all. Bam, 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 and bam. There we go. And we get 20 per. And so everything is absorbed. We get 20 per. Apply that. So as we get those, we'll get soul sand coming in, but we also need to hook power up on this guy. So give me a conduit. Monsieur Conduit, please. There we go. And we will put him right there. And we will say insert only. So this guy should be fully powered up now. And then he extracts the soul sand back to the network. And that's it. Now we've got a regular source of soul sand coming in. And now we can go back downstairs and finish up this box. Okay, so this took me a minute to get it set up right and figure a few things out. Let me show you what we've got. So this is our wither spawner killer, basically. I've got regular obsidian on these corner pieces because he shouldn't, unless he shoots his exploding things, he shouldn't mess with those. So that shouldn't be a problem. Probably, actually, I wonder if I have any more of that reinforced obsidian glass left. I have one. Alright, well, I'm going to use that one here. Quick, because I left one open. This guy right there. What we've done is this is kind of the face of it here. So you would think of this as the face of the thing. We've got a fan that blows this way, and he's got a couple of upgrades, so he's wider. And he blows everything, blows the withers this way. I had to back these fans up away because otherwise they cross over each other and kind of cancel each other out. So if you look at their area, they're just that. And they don't need upgrades. They just have to force the wither off the sides and into the grinder, basically. So they don't have any upgrades. They don't need it. They're just kind of separated apart from each other so that they only cross over on the one block in the middle. Obviously, we've got our redstone run through this, and underneath, I'll show you. All of this is reinforced obsidian painted like glass. And then on this is reinforced obsidian, and so is the roof. So it's the one thing that the wither can't explode. Underneath we have this. One, we've got the point, which he powers the wither builder. Okay. Two, we have a purple, black, purple ender chest, and I have the match here. We have to go upstairs and set that up. That part we still need to do. This is going to export soul sand and wither skulls out and up into the builder, which the builder will then build withers from that, and they will be killed, and we will collect all their stuff, which will then go back out, export out of this guy right here. This dude right here is an absorption hopper, and he should be exporting. Why is he not exporting? Why are you not exporting? Always active. Now he's exporting, right? Yeah. Okay, so all the stuff dropped by the wither should come out. Hey, I've got another piece of painted that I dropped at some point. Okay. That goes down into this, which is just the regular light gray, light gray, light gray, like the others down here. Just like the guy here for the flux and all of that. That gets imported into the network then. So then all of this will go back into our network and we'll be good to go. That goes there. There. Yeah, okay. And so pretty much what we have to do then is we just have to set up this guy up top and import or export from the network into him soul sand and skulls. So that's going to be the next step here. So give me a moment to find... Oh, I put it away, didn't I? The stairs. Give me brick stairs. I want to close this up underneath real quick. One of these. One, please. And one of these. Alright, and then we put this guy right there. And we put this guy right there. There. And now this is fully sealed up. Except for that one block there, which we'll need to fix later. And all we gotta do is come over, you flip it on, and everything starts spinning, all the fans are alive, and as long as that guy is getting materials from the network, he'll start spawning withers. So we're gonna turn that off for now. And then I'm gonna go upstairs and set this up to export this, and I'll be right back. Alright, now so this part's pretty easy. All we gotta do is take this ender chest, drop him down right there. And this is where we do our trash exporting. Well, this is another export bus. And in this export bus, all I have is a capacity card. Now, I'm not going to do a speed card because I kind of want it to stay slightly slow. We might do a speed card later if we feel like we need them, but I want it just to kind of go at a slower pace. So what we need are wither skulls and soul sand. Basically, I don't want this exporting any quicker than we can make these things. So if we get soul sand now... And we're probably going to put our wither spawner back online is what we're going to do so that we can keep getting wither skulls. We tell this to export soul sand, export wither skulls. And now that should start sending that downstairs to our spawner. Let's go downstairs and take a peek. And let's look at this right now. Currently nether stars from my practices. We have 15 nether stars. So that's the number that we're starting with, 15. Just to make sure that it's all working. Down, 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 down we go. Okay. And if we flip this on, it starts to build it right away. As soon as it gets the skulls, I'm sure it's going to... I wonder if it's, you know what, I just realized something. I bet you with it trying to export that, it's going to try and export all of the sand before it exports the skulls. So what we probably have to do is do 2 separate exports. One for skulls and one for sand, that way it's exporting both. And I have to keep an eye on that because it could fill that up. I mean, at worst what it will do is it'll just stop exporting and that stuff will stay on the network in their shelves where they go. But if we were trying to get a lot of these over time, we wouldn't want it to... Yeah, see, it hasn't even started doing that yet. So give us another export. Which I have right here. An export bus on this side. Put that there. And then I need some glass cable. These guys here. Go you. And you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's getting to be a lot on that one there. Let's remove this capacity card because we don't need it. because we're only going to do basically 2 things into this box. That's wither skulls. And we could probably find a way with AE2 to do it without using the ender chests. I kind of like the delays that the ender chests give to keep this from going too fast, basically. So now this should both be, yeah, see, there you go. That's still awful fast. I have a feeling it's gonna outpace the skulls in no time. Take some of that out. We'll see what happens if we can start them off at the same speed. How about that? There we go. Alright, and we can put all this back away. I have a feeling it's going to outpace the skulls and it's going to clog the system. What we might do is a second chest, and that way it can't do it, maybe. I don't know. We'll adjust performance on it. I just want to make sure it works first. This way I can just get a nice collection of nether stars built up without having to manually kill them myself over and over and over. So we'll go down here. And flip this back on. Remember, we are starting with, should be 15, right? 15 nether stars. Yep, okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah, see, it spawns them pretty quick. So we'll get a nice collection of withers built up. We're gonna have to put a delay on that. Because I think those will be on my HUD all the time, maybe. As long as those don't show up when I'm upstairs, I'm not super concerned. Let's get far away and see if they disappear. Going way over here. Boy, it shows up for a good distance away, doesn't it? But if we look at this right now... What? 16? Just 16? Why just 16? That seems weird. Alright, so I just saw one issue with this, and that's getting close to turn it off is... Oh, 38. There we go. Okay. Let them all kind of spawn out real fast. Alright, since this is all that, I can get up front without them seeing it. Let me see real quick. Okay, so let's turn this off for the moment. And then flip this back on. You can do the kill part without it spawning them. Of course, we also got to see what's in the buffer here. Nothing. Okay, good. Alright, now let's see what we are dealing with nether star wise from that little bit. We're up to 45 nether stars. That's amazing. That's amazing. Look at that. That's awesome. And you're looking like what? You're okay. So he'll fill up. We probably want this to be on some kind of delay. The other thing we can do is we should be able to make a wither... What's it called? Wither muffler, maybe? Stops wither boss. Death sounds within an 8 blocks radius. Right click to hide boss bar. Okay, so if we make this guy, he's just wool and a skull. Then we should be able to put this in here as well. Throw this underneath, maybe. Like this. Quick. We'll just toss it right there. And we can turn this always active real quick. And we can get rid of the boss bars by right clicking. And then when we get far away, we don't have to listen to the stupid sounds of them constantly. We'll probably still have to hear the explosions, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, right? But yeah, that's your wither spawner in a nutshell.